Hey guys, it's Corinne with Thompson RV in Pendleton, Oregon. Super big day today. I am so excited to show you the brand new prototype by Outdoors RV. This is going to be the 2025 Backcountry 27 SPS. So this is a side patio. Instead of the rear patio like the 26 RPS, this one is going to come off the side. The 26 RPS was so wildly popular. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it down below, because some people may prefer a patio off the rear, but we had so much demand for a patio off the side that Outdoors RV went ahead and designed one. It's a super cool floor plan. It's going to have 2 rear chairs with a big picture window in the back, a slide out with a dinette, and then the side patio over here. You will be the envy of every camp out with this bad boy. So you can bring the chairs out here, or you could pack extra chairs. You've got your little party deck. Again, you're underneath the awning. This is going to work great if you have pets. Maybe you want to keep them out on this little patio deck. This is just such a cool trailer. I can't wait to show it to you. So let's go take a peek inside. So you have a residential glass sliding door, just like you do in the 26 RPS. 2 rear chairs with a large picture window. Lots and lots of overhead cabinets that I can't quite reach, that I would need a stool to show you. You have your dinette slide out right here, and this is Outdoors RV's mountain dinette, so you are going to have, it will make down into a bed. Extremely sturdy table, marine grade table legs and bases, high quality, high density foam on the cushions, and then you have a pot and pan drawer on each side that locks and unlocks so it doesn't come flying open in transit. When you come in here, you're going to have the entertainment center right here. This TV is on a swivel, so you can unlatch it and bring it out so that it is directly across from your chairs. But the cool thing about this floor plan too is these chairs are movable. So you can bring the chairs up closer to the TV. You can take the chairs and put them out on the patio, and they are recliners. You have the optional fireplace right here, 110 outlet, 12 volt outlet, and USB ports, so you can use this as your charging station. Storage underneath the TV, as well as a little additional flip down storage right here. All of the TVs they use are going to be 12 volt. So this is a 12 volt Jensen TV. It will run off of batteries and solar power, so you don't have to start the generator or be plugged into shore power in order to operate the TV. Same with the DVD player right here. You can do DVDs, CDs, you can Bluetooth your phone to play through the speakers either in the coach or outside. And then you also have USB and HDMI cables there as well. I should also mention this is a smart TV, so if you do have internet, you can watch Netflix, Amazon, whatever. And then additional storage up here above the TV. The kitchen is going to look very similar to the 26 RPS. It's a very similar layout. The bedroom bathroom is going to be the same. An extremely large amount of storage here in the kitchen over the sink. Because this is a titanium, it's going to have all of the titanium features. So you're going to have the solid hardwood raised panel doors. You're going to have the high arc faucet. You're going to have solid surface countertops throughout the coach, stainless steel appliances. On the outside, you'll have the auto leveling, the side marker cameras, the backup camera, the frameless thermal pane windows. So you get so many different things. Auto leveling on a titanium series that you're not going to get on a standard. So here at Thompson RV, we see the value in the titanium, so we are stocking almost all titaniums. You have these really nice heavy duty sink covers, so when you're not using the sink, you can use this as extra counter space. Single stainless steel farm style sink with a wire rack in the bottom. Again, the high arc faucet with the pull out spout. Blackout shades that are slow rise. The titanium, all of the windows will be trimmed out in wood as well as around the side outs. Stainless steel appliances, You have a knife rack right back here. Another cupboard up above the microwave. Outdoors RV uses a nice large oven. And then you have a glass top on your 3-burner range, so you can fold this up and flip it out of the way to get to your gas range. And then they've just recently added the pot and pan drawer down below is going to have a stainless steel front, which gives it the illusion of having a high-end freestanding gas range, which is really pretty. You have a bank of 4 drawers, so 2 that are not quite as deep, and then 2 down below that are deeper. 2 extra drawers right here, flip-up countertop extension. More storage under the sink, and also a spice rack under the sink. Just like in the 26 RPS and the 27 TRX models, you're gonna have this huge pantry right here, additional storage above the fridge. And Outdoors RV has gone to the 12-volt refrigerator as of a couple years ago. So this gave you an even larger refrigerator. So this is a 10 cubic foot 12-volt refrigerator. The 12-volt refrigerator has been really awesome. I've been using mine and I really love it. It cools down super quick. Obviously very safe running down the road. The only trick is that you do need to have adequate battery power. So if you're not going to be plugged in at a park, you do want to have adequate solar, adequate batteries on the front. We would recommend for boondocking 3 of the 100 amp hour Battleborn batteries. And then this particular unit has 1,000 watts of solar. We do either 600 or 1,000 watts here at Thompson RV. It really depends on when you're camping. If you're camping mostly in the sunny, longer daylight hour months, 600 watts is plenty. If you're camping in the off-season winter, then that's when 1,000 watts comes in handy. Let's take a peek at the bedroom bathroom, and then we'll look at what this looks like with the slide out in, and then we'll do a walk around on the outside. The bedroom here in the 27 SPS is going to be just like the 26 RPS. Because it's a titanium, you're going to have the upgraded titanium memory foam gel infused cooling mattress. You're going to have the reading lights, under cabinet lighting, as well as solid surface countertops next to the bed. And then the titanium also comes with a 19-inch 12-volt DVD player in the side TV. So that will always be mounted in the bedroom of a titanium series. The pistol safe, you're going to get that on all backcountry and Mountain Trex models. It is something we can add to any Outdoors RV, and also I've had people that want to add them to the other side of the bed. But from the factory, it's always going to come on this side of the bed. Next to each side of the bed, you also have a 110 outlet, 12-volt outlets, and USB ports. And just like all north-south beds in an Outdoors RV, you're going to have the overhead storage as well as the shirt ward on each side. You also have under bed storage. I get that question a lot because I don't always lift it up in every video, but you're going to have under bed storage in every Outdoors RV. Because of the generator, this one's going to be a little bit shorter because the front compartment is going to be bigger. But you have the underbed storage, and then you also have a drawer on each side of the bed. So that is standard in all of the Outdoors RVs. The little cubby right here is going to be a place to kick off your shoes or your slippers so they're not in the way. The bathroom, you're going to have a pocket style door right here, as well as a door from the main living area. So you get the solid hardwood medicine cabinet. The titanium will come with the solid surface countertops and underslung stainless steel sink, along with the vanity mirror. USB-C port, 2 110 outlets, additional storage underneath the sink, porcelain toilet. You also have, behind the toilet, you're going to have a pump switch, as well as your Max Air fan switch, and then towel hooks. You also have an air conditioning duct and a heat duct in all Outdoors RV bathrooms, so the bathroom is going to stay the same temperature as the rest of the trailer. A glass shower door, upgraded titanium hardware. You can adjust it right here on the handle, a soap dish. You have the little seat right here. And as you can see, this is a very tall trailer because it is built on the same style as a toy hauler. It has the arch ceiling, but it also just goes up a little bit. So plenty of headroom for all of you taller people. And as you can see, you can fully access the bathroom, the bedroom, the entire kitchen. Everything is fully accessible with the slide out in. And one thing that I noticed was how much storage there actually is inside the trailer. So if a person was comparing this to the 26 RPS with the two opposing slides, having two opposing slides, when they come in, you don't have a lot left over in the middle. Here you could put dog crates, you could easily store e-bikes, something of that nature. So if you're wanting the patio, but you also want a little bit more interior storage, this model has a lot of floor space while the slide out is in the in position. Okay, so with the titanium series on the exterior, you're going to get the high gloss Lamilux 4000 gray fiberglass. You're also going to get the frameless windows, but more importantly, have I mentioned auto leveling? So I think I've mentioned it a few times. Auto leveling is my favorite feature of the titanium package, that and the mattress. You get auto leveling, you push a button when you get to where you're going, no more leveling your trailer side to side on blocks. You push a button, the trailer auto levels itself. It's my favorite feature. I was so happy when they finally announced that they were going to make it in the TRX models as well as the Backcountry series. That was long overdue. As with all of the Outdoors RV products, you are going to get the Off-Road X4 suspension package. So the Outdoors RVs are already built on a custom built chassis, which is very important if you're comparing trailers, because almost every trailer manufacturer out there is built on what we call cookie cutter frames. So they're not strong enough. They don't have the girth to them that you're going to find on a custom built chassis. They're also, the off brand is not going to be designed per floor plan. These are designed specifically per floor plan. So you're not going to get the same frame on a 26 KVS as you are a 26 RPS or a 27 TRX. Every single one is going to be on a completely different frame. So that's super important to note, because that's not only going to give you a better tow, but you're not going to have any issues with your frame because it's built so sturdy. And as you know, when looking at a house, the foundation is the most important thing when looking for high quality. So Outdoors RV starts with a high quality frame. The Off-Road X4 suspension package is going to be the MoreRide All-Trek 4000 suspension, heavy duty shackles with bronze bushings and greasable zerts, and then KYB off-road shocks. You're also going to be on the 16-inch Goodyear Endurance tires. Right here, you're going to have your 10-gallon gas electric water heater. Right here is where you would fill your 100-gallon fresh water tank. 110 outlets. You have 2 speakers under the awning. You can Bluetooth or listen to CDs on the interior CD Bluetooth stereo. Aluminum grab bar handle and chrome locks on the titanium series. This is going to be the Lippert solid step. This is the style that folds into the door and out when you're camping. Thing I like about this is the low clearance right here and the big platform coming out. You have the quick disconnect LP hookup right here, so you can plug in either a barbecue or a fire pit. This is new. I've never seen this before. This is a USB port right here on the outside. That's kind of cool. That is brand new. Side marker cameras, again, that's part of the titanium package, so it's going to come with a rear observation package as well as 2 side marker cameras. Because the generator is on the other side, they're going to give you the heavy-duty MoreRide tray that slides out so you can access whatever you have stored in that portion of the storage compartment. This unit is equipped with 1,000 watts of solar, so you're going to get 2 solar charge controllers. In this cabinet, you're also going to get an LED light strip, a battery kill switch, 12-volt and USB ports, as well as your auto leveling controls. Slam latch luggage stores with the magnetic catch. Right here is an additional solar port. So if you wanted to have a portable solar panel that you could move out into the sun, you can do that. The one thing you do need to note is that the solar panel needs to have a charge controller built into it. It's not going to go through those charge controllers I just showed you in that compartment. That's a totally separate system. Lately, we have been changing out a lot of these to a Starlink port. So if you want to have internet in the middle of nowhere, the Starlink Mini is awesome. We have one here that we've all been testing out. We can convert this to a Starlink port. Because this is going to be built on the big chassis, you are going to get the full fiberglass front cap. So the seam is going to be over here on the side versus being at the edge. Something we option in on all of ours is going to be the mountain storage package. So that is going to be the 2-inch receiver hitch on the back and then this toy lock on the front. One thing that is different between the side patio and the rear patio, so the RPS versus the 27 SPS, this one, when I get to the back, I'll show you, but it has a normal travel trailer back end with the bumper. The RPS is like a toy hauler. It has the back door. So on the RPS, you don't get the rear receiver hitch. On the 27 SPS, you do get the rear receiver hitch. They always come standard with the 4 battery tray here in front. They call it a 4 battery tray, but really it's going to be 3 lithium batteries because they're just slightly bigger. Then we typically, most of our customers are going to go with our powder coated lock box. This is something that we have built here locally. It's custom built for us. So it's powder coated aluminum and it has a lock on it to lock up your batteries. So we can fit up to 3 of the 100 amp hour Battleborns right there in that box. Because this is a backcountry with the generator, you're going to get the larger 10-gallon propane tanks. The front power jack is going to be part of the auto leveling system. You have the hitch saver right here, so that'll hook your safety chains and your breakaway cable as well as your 7-way cord to keep it up off the ground. You have the underslung coupler for an overall lower hitch height for your equalizer hitch. Coming around to this side, you have the Onan 3600 LP generator. So that's the equivalent of a 4000 in a gas, but in the conversion, it makes it a 3600 for the LP. Additional side marker camera. This is what we used to call an outside shower, but now it's an outside spray port on all the backcountry. So it comes with a coil hose with a spray nozzle, and it runs off of its own water pump. So it's like a little mini pressure washer. Access to your gray and black water tank drain valve handles. You have a light right here if you need to turn that on if you are working in the dark. Black tank Santa flush, city water connection, power cord connection. These are all going to be 30 amp service. And then something they optioned on this model, because it's a prototype, they optioned in this smart plug. So you have a coax and then also like an Ethernet type cable plug-in. Then you also have a satellite connection here. This is just venting and access to your furnace. 35,000 BTU furnace on all of the Outdoors RVs. And then you get on the Titanium series, you're going to get the 15K air conditioner. Another Titanium feature is going to be the built-in slide-out topper. So that keeps dirt, debris, pine cones, rain, everything off the top of your slide-out, including ice and snow. And then coming around the back here, as you can see, it's the height of a toy hauler, but it has the back end of a normal travel trailer. So you're going to get the 4-inch steel bumper where you can store your sewer hose. You're going to get the rear receiver hitch. So that's a 2-inch hitch and it's good for up to 250 pounds. So e-bikes or something of that nature can go right here on the rear receiver hitch. Full-size spare tire cover with a gorgeous Thompson RV tire cover. I think I said spare tire cover. Spare tire and tire cover. Rear observation camera. You also get backup lights on a Titanium series. And then a heavy duty ladder to get up and down off the roof. We do recommend that you check your roof sealants once every 6 months or so. The roof is a full walk-on roof, but this is a good way to get up and down off the roof safely. Thank you so much for watching our video on the 27 SPS. I'm dying to know how you think it compares to the 26 RPS. So leave a comment down below and let me know which model is your favorite patio model.